with StraightSmile Solutions, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about additional paperwork, consent forms. This is part of my library that I've been collecting and designing over the last 16 years. I'm glad to share them with you. Right now you can purchase them a la carte at $20 a piece, or they come unlimited with any of our VIP or concierge membership programs. You can check that out at StraightSmileSolutions.com. Again, we have tons of free resources on our YouTube channel, as well as at our webinar channel at gpwebinar.com. You can also find resources at theorthowhisperer.com. So this form is important. I call this the phase 1 consent form. And as always, I'm not an attorney. Just because my attorney said I could use this doesn't mean yours says you can use yours. It is a template. It is a springboard for you to create your own paperwork. I'll explain to you why I use it and how I use it, and you can decide if you want it. But this is just part of it, of course. I'm just giving you a snippet of it. But if you have questions, it is definitely a standard part of our VIP or concierge program. We can explain all these forms to you and how to use them. So I like to use this one with phase 1 patients because it explains the why behind phase 1. Again, top 5 issues that can come up in ortho is with phase 1 is where the parents don't understand that they're going to need a phase 2 most likely. I mean, yes, it decreases the likelihood. Yes, it decreases the severity. Yes, it decreases the chance that they might need surgery or jaw surgery or premolars out or exposure surgery. It decreases the complexity of the case. There's a lot of benefits to phase 1, don't get me wrong. The benefits way outweigh the risks. And often A plus B doesn't equal C. If you do phase 1, sometimes you barely need a phase 2, or it's not really required, or it's just minorly cosmetic and it's really not medically necessary. So it can be significantly cheaper to do phase 1 than to do comprehensive, but can be, doesn't mean it will be. So can't promise anything. There's no promises, right? And of course it's based on compliance too. So again, phase 1 is a limited orthodontic treatment, which is performed during the mixed dentition when a lot of baby teeth are present. This procedure lasts for about 12 to 18 months, might be less. So you might want to switch this to 6 to 18 months. Or you can customize it. Like as I said, this is a template. You might want to customize it per patient. After phase 1, your child may or may not need further orthodontic treatment. If your child does need full orthodontic treatment phase 2, a new contract will have to be signed and new payments will be made. Remember, insurance usually only covers once. So if you use your insurance now, you won't have it later. So sometimes parents will want you to bundle it and do a phase 1, phase 2 as a very long comprehensive. Of course, there's a lot of unknown there. That's a huge commitment. It might be a 3 or 4 year commitment, which is totally fine, you know, if the parent knows they're going to stay. But remember, that goes back to all their compliance contracts and other contracts. What happens if you do this and they decide they need to move, or they don't like you, or they want to transfer it to another provider? They need to bill. You need to bill for services rendered. They need to pay for services rendered. You need to work out what that looks like. Just because they only had treatment for 12 of the 48 months doesn't mean they're only paying 25%, because services rendered might be very different. So tons of more paperwork that you need. So again, phase 1 treatment can simplify or eliminate the need for full orthodontic treatment because it's designed to encourage ideal jaw growth and correct problems on in early development. Okay, so really helpful form just to understand the phase 1. Again, I can't tell you how many times I've seen issues come up when the doctor thinks they explained this, but there was nothing signed. So if the parent didn't understand it, or they said they didn't understand it, even if they did, it's your booty if you have to pay for a new treatment for free. You're going to be out a lot of money. You might be out legal fees. So why not just CYA, cover your beep, and get this signed on the front end? And a lot of these documents you could probably work into one big master document and just have them initial the ones that apply. I don't know, lots of different ways you can do this. So I'm just throwing out suggestions to you, having you understand the scripting. Again, if you're part of our VIP or concierge program, we'd be glad to help you with all this. All right, thanks so much.